Hey guys, we're gonna look at a model kit of Weird-Ohs Endsville Eddie. This cracks me up.
Hey cats and kittens, it's a toy car case event at Johnny Roman's Supper Club. It is 3:16 on Old Johnny Clock. Let's see what pulled into our parking lot.
Endsville, that's all, Busta. Shortstop. Look at the wheels stretched out. I love these illustrations. Now this one is a repop. You've got a UPC manufactured by the Hawk Company. But let me tell you, these Car-icky-tures are fantastic for me. Here's all the different ones you can get. Now, the crazy thing about this, these were literally sold at the dollar store over Christmas. So if you have a dollar store near you, they just by chance might have some. Now remember, the co-worker found some of these for me, which I was very grateful, and it was like a month ago. So they were still 2 months into it. Now I'm gonna open this. I know you're devaluing it because it's open, but please, you know, when the world ends, none of this is gonna be worth much anyway. So let's enjoy it now. So I want to show you this kit because it is a really cool one. Now, I teased you with some model builds on Instagram of this exact same kit. So let's open it up and see what it has. Now, the cool thing, oops, Jack in the Supper Club here. The cool thing about these, sometimes you actually got 2 kits in these. Now, oh, this one is different. This one has the helmet actually molded on it, where before the helmet was separate. So they've changed the tooling on it. Here's the body on it. I'm gonna just open up the bag, please. They were at the dollar store. How valuable can they be? $1, right? I know everyone bagged them up and they're gonna be trying to flip them to make a ton of money, because usually these go, now if you're at a flea market or something like this, they normally go for about $5, maybe $6. Depending on the vendor. Now some are asking, you know, $1 billion. Now if it's an original kit, yeah, it could go $1 billion. But for right now, always check your plastic bags to make sure there's no extra little pieces that fell off before you toss it. So here's your arms. Again, these are just real simple kits. Look at this. That's it. There's your 2 halves of the body. The slicks are kind of cool. There's got a big roll bar in there. You see the roll bar? Here's his feet. That's his foot that comes out the hood of the car, and the flames. Here's your little thruster. Now I put the thruster going back. It's supposed to be pointing forward. Here's the guy's face. Now, if you go to Rat Daddy Studios, he's down in Florida, he'll take these faces and add extra teeth in there, kind of coming in and out. It really makes all the difference in the world. Very cool idea. And then here's the car body. And then here's the split where your foot comes through, the guy's foot, Endsville Eddie's foot comes through, little steering wheel on there. Tie rod. And then here's your slicks, big slicks in the back. The hands came off. Now with these, you can literally cut the hands and the fingers and pose them around if you want to. It's a lot of extra work. Here's the hood, or the air scoop, or half of it. Here's your decals, Endsville Eddie. Automatic stop. That's all, Busta. Retro rocket. Kind of cool. Little decals on there. And then here is the instruction sheet. Now these are simple kits, and it's a real simple. So usually the copy on here is kind of fun. At least it used to be. So I'll let you read this all here. Now if you're anything like me, I'm a slow reader, so I'll do it slow for you. Now if you took the Evelyn Wood speed reading, you'd be able to read through that in like a split second going, come on, move this thing. Now these came out in 2006, so a lot of these must have been sitting in a warehouse somewhere. But look, here it is, just simple and quick and easy. Shows you how to put everything together. Now again, if I remember correctly, maybe I'm wrong, I've been wrong before. So it tells you exactly hints on what to do, so you got to look at the picture and read. So it's always good to read it all first before you start doing it. Now, got it. It's moving. Okay. And here's the last picture. So, with this, the cool thing about this thing, I should probably put this all back in the bag that I took it out of, even though it's open, just so nothing falls out. But you want to lay the flat pieces in first, just so they lay flat. Get it? And like I said, some of these kits you get 2 kits in, so that's kind of cool. This one doesn't have room for 2 kits, but some of the smaller kits do. So anyways, this is the kit, and that is it. So I'm going to just put this to a side, but remember what it looked like. Now, this is one of my favorite Matchbox cars growing up. Remember, it had a big number 3 on it, and some of them had a yellow stripe on it. It was just really cool. So this is what reminded me of my Endsville Eddie. Now, I've got a couple of these, and as you can see, these are just beat to life. These are early Lesney. Got it? Lotus. But man, these so cool. Had the driver in it. This guy is just minus wheels, drivers, everything, but it's a good, man, I can't pass that up. Here's a blue one. Very cool. Matchbox Series. Now this one doesn't have the name of the car on it, which is okay. This is a Whiz Wheels, or Racing Wheels. Ferrari 36 VGT R102. Made in Hong Kong. Anyways, these little racers was the inspiration, okay? So, this is how this Endsville Eddie was built. Now, is that wild or what? Now, let's see if I can pick this up without destroying it. Look at this thing. It totally cracks me up. Big shifter coming up. Now the foot, there was a lot of just little wires and stuff added to act like he's just pushing that brake pedal right through. Same with the steering wheel being yanked out, having some more pieces and parts on it just to add a little extra excitement. You've got the harness on there, the seat, just really sweet. Little flames on there, multicolored. And then instead of using the plastic piece, used a piece of wire on this and into the anchor that's digging in the ground, tied off. And then here's your sign. Is that crack you up or what? On a brick base. And again, these are plastic model kits that are very fragile, and depending on how they deal, let's see if I can pick it up here. Yeah, we're good. The wire's kind of hanging out here, but that's okay. But look at these wheels. Is that funny? Simple paint, foot busting through. Look at that. Tongue hanging out. Now, like Rat Daddy Studios, adding more teeth in there would have been really fun, and maybe some little pinprick eyeballs or something on there. Those were left off. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but this came into my collection. It's in my case, so I'm very grateful for that. Oh, this just got bent, but it's just a wire, so no big deal. Again, these models are very fragile. Kind of fun. And those front wheels being stretched out like that off, or the tires stretched off the wheels, hilarious. Oblong, just cracks me up. Now again, this isn't a complex model, and the real model builders, the serious guys, they look at this as like little kid toy stuff. But this is a lot of work was put into this one. Very fun. So that's one variation. Same kit, started with the same kit, and that's pretty close to exactly what it was. Now here's the other one that I was teasing you with on Instagram. Now look at this. This is a greaser style lead sled. And a lot was added into the extra of the car literally falling apart in the backside here. Oh, I'm gonna hold it still and go around this thing. Let's see with the camera and see if we can get a better view instead of me twisting and turning it. Let's get this tripod out of the way. So, first of all, Levi's with biker boots, nice tread on them. And then again, just some wires and trim and stuff like that. Now, in the teaser, if you want to see some of these in progress shots, I got the actual in progress shots as this was being built. So you can see pieces and parts and how they were put together. Like these eyes were like baseballs or something. And then puttied in all the seams of the baseballs and grooves. And then glasses put on. Because the original one didn't have glasses. And a nose was added to this one. See the nose sticking out? Kind of fun. Now the hand is... This whole thing is just crazy amount of work. Again, if you look, the whole body was changed out to a 50s lead sled type of model. And then even this front end is like Frenched out with these lights and bumpers on it. I think those were plastic pen tips that were used to bring those pieces out. Then the shifter knob, which came out, is actually, oh, you know what? I think there's a piece missing. Yeah, there's a piece missing. Hang on, let me get this. Hang on. So here's the piece right here. I don't know if I might need some tweezers to get it out, but the old hot rodders, they used to use old like swords to actually as shifter knobs. I'm looking for tweezers, trying to talk and hold that all in the same time. And of course, I don't have my tweezers. I got some long nose pliers here. Those might work. See if I can carefully get that out there. There we go. Okay, so this was supposed to be the shifter knob, and it actually kind of twisted down around in here, and it broke off at one point. So this sword was actually coming out of that knob. Let me put the camera down and put it back together, and you can kind of see what it looks like. Hang on. There you go. So the old, like some of the old hot rods, they would use these swords for a shifter knob. So I actually saw this and I thought, wow, is that totally cool. So that, what I was told, is a cocktail stick, and it's going into that tube, but it's pulling out like it's an actual weapon in his freaking out type of stopping. This just cracks me up. A lot of springs were added here in the back, stretched out and stuff. I love this thing from the first time I saw it. Just totally fun. All the leaf springs and stuff sprung out and bent out. Exhaust. And again, this was a long time work. I just can't believe it's in my collection. Glasses, I was told the glasses were put on because the guy literally said he needed glasses. And he didn't know it as he's building this. So I was told this here, this is another model kit. Now this is a cool kit. These wheels, which are very cool, tires and wheels, this is the only model, and it's a snap model, that these wheels came on. So I know a lot of people looking for these beautiful wheels were actually buying this kit just for the wheels. And like I said, it's a curbside, just real simple, snap together, but you've got these 4 gorgeous wheels. So these front fenders, you can see, are these front fenders, but the whole front end is changed and pushed out. You can see the tail lights here, and the handle are the exact same here, but then this straight body was curved, cutting and putting and sanding to curve that. The helmet that came on the Endsville Eddie, and again, like I said, the molding of this new kit is different than this molding, was turned into a 50s style, you know, DA haircut. Totally funny. So this was the donor kit for this body, and again, if you want to see progress shots, how this was all put together, go to Instagram and check out my Instagram page and you'll be able to see it. But again, this is just one of those whacked out, wacky, creative people that is just bizarre beyond bizarre. Look at that. So again, with your imagination running wild and some crazy pieces and parts, you never know what you're gonna come up with. So side by side, you've got this one, totally custom one, this slightly custom one, and all from the same kit. Let me pull them out here. Is that hilarious? That is great. So much extra work on this one. But again, like this one, I just totally love with the anchor, the wheels really popping out. This one, the wheels are kind of hidden and held it, but it is holding it into place. And it looks like these wheels are actually doubled up thicker to hold the extra weight than these wheels here. You got moon hubcaps on that, opposed to the spoked. Now I think these moon hubcaps were actually, if I remember correctly on this, those are actually soda pop cans cut into shape to replicate the moon. And if you pull this guy out, there is the Levi's tag on the blue jeans, as someone noticed on Instagram. But you've got a nice cool windshield on this 50s convertible lead sled. He's sliding way off the seat, you know, as he's braking. That is hilarious, isn't it? So, something totally different for all you model builders out there. Again, these little kits are totally fun. So, like I said, I had a couple people buy these kits for me, $1. I think I've got 8 of them, and I've started them, but I don't think they're going to be looking anything like this. But you never know. Maybe this is the inspiration. So, Endsville Eddie, buddy. That's all, Buster. What do you think? Fun? Telling you, some model builds with some stuff from around the house and some scrap pieces and parts. Oh man, you never know what you're gonna do. An inspiration from your childhood with kits from your childhood. Totally cool. Hey, thanks for coming into the Supper Club. This is a toy car case event, and we are looking at wild and crazy plastic model kits today and how they were customized from the same kit. That's hilarious. Yeah, that cracked me up, that sword coming out of that shifter knob. First time I saw that. Oh, these are good. Totally fun, totally crazy. Do you guys build stuff like this, or you just collect diecast? I don't know. We got all, I mean, for me, again, like I said, this is all stuff I just love. And I love and I collect. So I'm just showing off some of the stuff, the crazy stuff in the collection here. So, rock on, guys. We'll see what we'll show you next. Here's our cars. Vintage, classic, and abandoned. Oh, this is a toy car case event at Johnny Roman's Supper Club, where the great ones run. Hey, thanks for coming in. Be safe out there. Think of others. Do something for someone else. Okay, guys, gals, cats, kittens. We'll see you on the flip-flop on the orange blacktop. Rock on, my friends. Rock on.
I know you're a toy car case guy out there. It is 3:16 on Old Johnny Clock. Let's see what pulled into our parking lot. Hit that subscribe button and you won't miss out. Don't you wish you had that?
This is the place to be.